Hello everyone, cncHD here. Welcome back to some more Command & Conquer Zero Hour. This will be the beginning of a new series, as I have saw from the comment section that a lot of people still struggle with the challenge mode on hard mode. So because of that I will go through all the generals and explain how to beat them and give some tips what you can do if you are not that fast in the game, if you don't use hotkeys, or if you just want to beat the general very relaxed without any stress. I fear that in my challenge videos I don't explain that very good, if at all. So in this video I want to address that and give some tips on how to beat the generals here in the challenge mode. And yeah, I hope this will be helpful for you in beating the generals. This is the laser general, this is on hard mode. We are the nuke general, and yeah, this will be pretty much the same for all the generals. So China, USA, GLA, it will all be the same thing on how to beat this general on this map. So first off, we will make it a bit quiet so you can actually hear me, because it's very loud and this video is all about the talking. First off, you start very standardized, if that is even a word. Standardized, I have no idea. You get what I mean. So build your reactor, add a second dozer. I really recommend that you add a second dozer. If you are GLA, add like 2 or 3 more workers so you can build stuff faster. For the promotions, choose whatever it suits you best. I would recommend saving that general promotion here and save it for the artillery barrage, whatever. Okay. Main goal should be to get that supply as soon as possible. Don't place it here because he will shoot his super weapon and it will go through the command center a lot. So try to place it somewhere where the particle cannon can't hit it. So somewhere like here. Also leave enough space so that your collectors can collect the supplies very good. Next goal should be to build the barracks. Again, build it away from the command center. Don't put it next to the command center. Place it like that. Add a second collector. If you're GLA, add like 4 or 5 more collectors. If you're USA, add like 1 more collector, so you have 2 Chinooks collecting. If you want to have heavy defenses, I recommend placing a Gatling cannon all around your map, as there will be Comanches and Burton attacks. So place it right there. With the barracks, go for heavy tank hunters. I would go for 10 tank hunters right away. Use these buildings for your advantage. The USA is doing that. So General Towns, the laser general, he will garrison these buildings around you. And that will cause a bit of problems for you. So you need to be prepared for that. I recommend you go for a war factory and leave some space between these buildings, as he can always shoot with a particle cannon on your buildings, which will cause lots of damage if you put them all in one place. The tank hunters will be very useful for you, combined with the Gatling turret. Gatling turret is against all these light vehicles. It tanks the damage, it eats the damage, and the tank hunters will be there to deal the damage against the tanks, obviously. With the war factory, build a dragon tank. The general towns will only have rangers inside these buildings. They still do lots of damage, but it will not be enough to stop your dragon tank or your toxin tractor. If you are playing as USA, you will have flashbangs very early on. Use this for your advantage. Okay, with that, start clearing out these buildings. Now, if you want to be super safe, you can use these bunkers. I would highly not recommend that. Okay, let's go clear these buildings. It will also give you some nice promotions. As you can see, the Dragon Tank is taking almost 0 damage. It will be promoted very fast, very early. And that will help you regain the health points on the Dragon Tank. With these Tank Hunters, put them inside this building right there. This is the key building. And also this building right here. This is also a key building. You will get faced with all these garrison buildings all the time. So be prepared with a Dragon Tank all the time. Tech up as fast as possible. Build it somewhere here in the corner. Place your Tank Hunters here inside that building. That will help you immensely. Especially against these Comanches. Okay, we will now be faced with a particle cannon that will pretty much always shoot on your Gatling. I understand some players are a bit slower, so you'll not actually be fast enough to sell that thing in time. That is okay. I think there are a lot who cannot sell that in time. I mean, that's okay. So in this video I will especially focus on that problem that you are not going to be fast enough to cancel that building. Okay, this is another problem. You will not be able to defend that. So if that happens, just evacuate your Tank Hunters. Send them out of the building. Let the units come closer to you. The second particle cannon almost always goes on the command center. Have a dozer next to it to repair it. The command center can tank the damage really good. You can use that spare cash to build some hackers. You will need a lot of hackers in this match. You can also place some bunkers here. Play it super safe. He will constantly garrison these buildings. That's something you have to deal with constantly. To make it easy on yourself, you can destroy these buildings. Yeah, this will also happen a lot. To destroy the buildings even faster, you can use the flame wall. So destroying these buildings should help you immensely, as this will give clear range for this building and will render this bunker useless. You can even place some Gatlings here. Most players like to place down static defenses, so no units. You can do that, so just place down your Gatling turrets if you want. But yeah, once we have this place here, you should be safe for the entire game. About your base, place down some Gatling turrets all around your base, because he will attack you with random burdens and Comanches, and that can be very annoying if he places down the booby traps and the time bombs around your base. Yeah, this is all what you need against the laser general. You don't need much more. I will again place down all these Gatlings. Spread out your hackers. You don't want to have like 8 hackers in one place. Spread them out like in 3 or 4 packs. So if a turret hits you, a particle cannon or a Comanche turret or whatever, it will not be such a loss. With the dragon you can constantly kill these troops. And maybe also have a second power reactor, just in case one of your reactors gets destroyed, then you have a second one. That is always good. So here we'll leave a bit of space between my hackers. If I lose them, it's not such a high loss. If you are a more advanced player, if you are a faster player, if you can multitask like really good, I highly advise you get the second economy starting very early. You get that sweet cash under your control. Now this particle cannon will shoot on another defense. That is hard scripted. They always shoot on the defense. I like to have some extra Gatling tanks around my base, so in case that happens, I have a Gatling tank against these rangers, as my tank hunters will not be able to deal with these rangers so good. Don't stop at 3 hackers, don't stop at 5 hackers. Build like 20 hackers, 25 hackers, 30 hackers. You need a lot of hackers to have a stable income. Okay, this looks really good here. So, since this Gatling turret is destroyed, these Gatling tanks will be able to deal with the rangers and the Comanches, should there be any coming to your base. This is also hard scripted. The second particle cannon goes on the command center. Have that repair here. A particle cannon deals a lot of damage in a challenge mode to your command center, as we can see. So have a dozer here to save it. Now the third particle cannon will again go on the defenses. You will lose that right away. You could leave it at the scaffold and then cancel the scaffold, but we are simulating the thing that you leave your turret there. So yeah, there it goes, the Gatling turret. It was very close to that building. Now get the promotions, get all these promotions. Destroying these buildings is useless, as he will just rebuild them. Maybe focus on these towers instead, as he can't rebuild them. The map itself advises you to use the advantage that he can only power one line at the time. I highly advise against that, as this is not really useful. These laser turrets deal so much damage and you have to micro so well and macro so well. Don't listen to the advice of the map. You can use the bomber here on these buildings to get some nice promotion in if you want. Yeah, you will notice that we get lots of cash if you build lots of hackers. I mean, that's self-explanatory. So we will just add more hackers to the mix. I'm just simulating that we are staying on this one position and not spreading out. I mean, you could spread out, like take these supplies or take these supplies. You can completely take them and defend them. It's nice money, also nice extra building space. But if you are a slow player and don't play so fast, maybe just focus on this position here. You can see that these few Gatling turrets are way more than enough to save your base, to keep it safe. And it's very important that you have these turrets against the burden attacks. They love to attack with burden a lot, and he places down these demo traps around your base. And you don't want that. Okay, once you have enough cash, you can build an attack force and just stomp the way through these defenses. I mean, you can do that. First, make sure you get rid of these towers, as they are very annoying. They have snipers in it and they are very annoying. If you want to play it with super weapons, just add more hackers, then add more super weapons. Maybe expand your Gatling turret to like here, have more building space. And yeah, just add in more super weapons. I prefer to use units. Here in this example I would use nuke cannons. Or as a GLA I would use rocket buggies or scud launchers. As USA I would go for tomahawks. But tomahawks are really... yeah, they are not that strong against laser turrets. Laser turrets can destroy tomahawks very easy. So as USA I would go for like Aurora bombers or something. But like I said, you can go for super weapons. Yeah, that's pretty much about it. Just build more hackers till you have like 30, 25 or 30 hackers. They will promote over time. That gives you more and more cash. You can build a hack center. That thing, you can build that. get even more cash. And yeah, I really hope this helps you and improves your gameplay against the laser general. You don't really have to do much. As you can see here, his super weapons are really stupid. They are hard scripted. It's not really a challenge, you just have to rebuild your Gatling turret all the time and have a repair dozer at the command center. That's pretty much about it. And yeah, if you just keep doing that, as the GLA, as the USA, as China, you will win this challenge very easily. He doesn't attack you very much, he just sends a few tanks here one by one, and your one building is going to be way more than enough to cover that. Sometimes there are Comanche attacks, but yeah, that one building is just covering it very easily. Okay, that's about it for this video. I hope you enjoyed that one. I hope it helps you. Leave a feedback if it helps you. Leave a feedback if it doesn't help you, if you want to have an improved version. And yeah, we see us in the next video. Until then, goodbye.